Back in the 80s, Bob Dylan had this song called Gotta Serve Somebody. Some of you might know it. And in the song, he goes through various scenarios of who or what you might serve. And he sings, and I'm not going to sing it, I'll just read it. You may be an ambassador to England or France. You might like to gamble. You might like to dance. You might be the heavyweight champion of the world. You might be a socialite with a long string of pearls, but you're going to have to serve somebody. Yes, indeed, you're going to have to serve somebody. It might be the devil or it may be the Lord, but you're going to have to serve somebody. We all serve someone or something, I've found. And even the most self-absorbed narcissists actually serve someone or something. They kind of serve a self-created, warped mirror perception of themselves. They polish the mirror and expect everyone else to see the glory of their perfection. I serve someone, and it's not always the Lord. And that someone might be the opinion of somebody else. The name could be the security I have of having this or that thing, my bank balance, my clothes, the status of the car that I drive, which is not that flash. In fact, it's not very good, actually. The approval of others, the safety of the control I have over my life. I know someone who serves someone I would call something I would call my social media image, and they serve this God through self-revealing selfies. The question is, how much fear, and I'm just asking this for you, how much fear rises in you if this, name the object of your servitude, was to be taken away? If it was destroyed, if it was kind of toppled off the throne, how much fear rises up in you at the thought of losing it? Here are some examples. People's opinion of you. Okay, you make sure that you do the right thing, because if you don't, then they might think less of you. Aren't you deep down a people pleaser? Right? Living in the servitude of other people's opinion. That's probably what social media, all that selfie stuff is, people's opinions of me. Your stuff. Is that on the throne of your life? Are you serving your stuff and your securities and what you own? And in all honesty, though, it may actually well own you rather than you owning it. It controls you. You gather more and more, but actually it gathers you in more and more. What about the other one? Is your cherished but faulty beliefs. Your mother always said this. Your father always did this. But now, with some more mature thinking, you realize that some of those beliefs have trapped you into a way of thinking that actually doesn't work for you. What is on your throne? Does the thought of losing it trigger a kind of a fear response? If I do ... some people may not like me. If I let go of this item, then I might not have enough in the future. If I let go of this belief, then I might lose the security of a supposedly known way. What am I serving? I think of the young lady, young because she's younger than me, and her obsession with her image. It owns her. But she is on a swing. Again, I've got a swing here that I've made out of, actually it looks like it's been damaged slightly. I had some children around that look like they've damaged it slightly. Anyway, the swing. What's on the swing? What's her focus? What's your focus? What are you putting your attention on to make sure that everything is okay? She pushes it out into the future, and she sees potential illness, age creeping up, wrinkles and body shape changes. And so you got to do all these different things to, make her feel safe. And comparisonitis kicks in, and the anxiety of how people see her pumps up the fear response. Eventually, this causes a tiredness to creep in, and in her exhaustion, in her private moments, I suspect, when no one else can see her, she swings back into a depressed fatigue of trying to get everything right. The next day she wakes up and presents herself again to her throne of the mobile phone. Okay, you may not have beauty on the throne and serve it with every beauty cream you can, but it might be money, it might be food, it might be alcohol, fame, sex, respect, getting people's respect, control, that might be on your throne. Possessions, friendships, perfectionism. We swing out, we swing out into the future, hold it out there, and we get really tired and it swings back and it goes to a place of defeat and loss. We burden ourselves with regret. So we try harder, we try smarter, with more determination and cunning. We have to be in control to feel safe, back and forth. Recently, I had this picture of Christ on the throne of my life. I shift whatever is grabbing my worried focus that I push out, and my depressed gaze back inwards, to actually having Christ right on the seat, centering me, keeping me still, keeping me focused on the now. A centering of myself on what is true, holy, and good. And I kind of bow my knee and surrender my yesterday and my tomorrow and into my today into his hands. Because, you see, he knows my past way better than I do. He knows all the details and removes all of my transgressions from me as far as the east is from the west. This morning I was listening to a story of a relationship restoration. Peter, a follower of Jesus, had failed Jesus big time. And on the throne of his life was actually what I believe is his own personal well-being. He had denied knowing Jesus at the moment Jesus needed him the most. And the story is when Jesus was going to the trial and Peter warmed himself around the fire and denied even knowing Jesus. He denied him 3 times. No, I don't know him. No, no, I don't know him at all. He was keeping himself safe. How would it feel in your darkest moment if your best friend denied even knowing you? Just like, no, I don't know them. No, I don't. Oh, no, I don't know them at all. No, you would feel really hurt, wouldn't you? Really hurt and lost and betrayed. Sort of like, I thought we had a friendship. No. Peter did this 3 times. Peter swung out into the future to a potential threat in his life. And he took the easy, straightforward route. He lied. In preference to truth and potential consequences, we lie. So, Jesus, in fullness of grace, after he died and he rose again, and he had a breakfast on the beach with Peter, he asked Peter 3 times, do you love me? I saw what you did back there, and it really hurt. I'm going to ask you 3 times, because you denied me 3 times. Do you love me? And this is the passage here. When they had finished breakfast, Jesus said to Simon Peter, Simon, son of John, do you love me more than these? He said, yes, Lord, you know I love you. He said to him, feed my lambs. He said to him a second time, Simon, son of John, do you love me? He said, yes, Lord, you know that I love me. And tend my sheep. And this time, Peter just continues to reaffirm his loyalty, his friendship. You see, there comes a point where we have to face ourselves and say, actually, I really wasn't honest with myself because I had something else on the throne of my own life, my own security. And after I asked them the 3rd time, and Peter had to say, yeah, I got it wrong, and yes, I do love you. And so Jesus said to him, truly, I say to you, when you were young, Peter, you used to dress yourself and walk wherever you wanted to go. When you are old, you'll stretch out your hands, and another will dress you and carry you where you do not want to go. And the passage says, this he said to show by what kind of death he was to glorify God. And after he said this, follow me. And it's the cost of following Christ. The cost of following Christ for Peter was to be crucifixion, was to be death. What a huge cost to take off throne of his life, his own self-interest, and to actually put Christ on in the seat, centered in the seat. A beautiful old hymn by Isaac Watts. He had this passage from the When I Survey the Wondrous Christ. All the vain things, the vanities, okay, good looks, appearance, charm, money, they're vain, that charm me most, I sacrifice them to his blood. What are the vain things that charm you the most? You know, a charm has kind of a magnetic, enchanting, or even disarming quality to itself. It allures you away from what was always meant to be first place in your life. And that was the challenge that Jesus was laying down to Peter. Am I in the first place, or is your own self-interest, your own wealth, your own beauty, whatever, is that in the first place? See, just to finish, C.S. Lewis said this: put first things first, and we get second things thrown in. Put second things first, and we lose both first and second things. I hope you found this helpful. I've written a little course about anxiety, and you can get it for free if you sign up to my email list. There's a link in the show notes below. Please subscribe to my email list, but also subscribe to this YouTube channel. The course is going to be about using this little swing as a metaphor for anxiety, and I think you'll find it really helpful. Sign up to my email list, and I'll send you a link to that and to lots of other free resources, because I just want to help you find peace, and especially if you're got mental wellness struggles. Thank you so much. Share this with somebody else. Please share this with somebody else. Bye.